Today, we're talking about another contentious subject among grammarians, the split infinitive. This topic was suggested to me by YouTube user Andrew Rollison. I really hope I'm saying your last name right. Correct me if I'm not. He noted that he has trouble with them, and I have to say I do too. But before we delve into split infinitives, let's define what an infinitive is first. Garner's Modern American Usage defines an infinitive as the tenseless form of a verb that's preceded by to. Some examples are to jump, to eat, to fangirl. And yes, I am in favor of fangirl as a verb. Splitting an infinitive means putting a word between to and the verb. To timidly jump, to slowly eat, to violently fangirl. Somehow it got into the general grammar consciousness that splitting an infinitive is some cardinal grammar sin. But really, as I've noticed with most grammar rules, it depends on the situation. Garner's says that if the split is easily fixed by moving that intervening word somewhere else in the sentence, then go ahead and do it. For example, I'm not going to immediately eat your Halloween candy. You can move immediately somewhere else, and the sentence will still make sense. I'm not going to eat your Halloween candy immediately. I'm going to savor each piece very slowly while you watch. But there are places where a split infinitive is justified. How about to physically block access? Or to quietly drop their objections to the proposed legislation? Or in the case of the most famous split infinitive, to boldly go where no man has gone before. And yes, that's Star Trek. And just so we're clear, I fully believe that this rule, if you can even call it a rule, it's more of a guideline, doesn't apply to informal speech. I may have audience members with differing opinions, but this is what I think. Because if someone says to me, hey, let's go jump off that cliff into that lava pit, I am much less likely to say, I'm not going to do that, than I'm going to not do that. For a grammar nerd, I speak weirdly. It's all about the emphasis. So those are my thoughts on the matter. For continued reading on the subject, I'd suggest Garner's Modern American Usage or the Chicago Manual of Style. That's it for today. Special thanks to Andrew Rollison for suggesting this topic. And don't forget, if you have any topics you'd like me to cover on this vlog, send them to me. I'm sure I'll cover them at some point. Don't forget to like, share, or subscribe, and I'll see you next Tuesday.